Good day to everybody. How is everybody doing? As you join me, like and share, you know how we do it. I intend to spend just an hour here and then we are done. I don't intend to spend more than an hour. So what you've got to do now is like and share. Bring in more people. I want to have plenty people here before we get the party started because this is a party. And nobody's gonna stop the party. So guys, you know what to do. I don't need to remind you. Like and share. You know how we do it on our side. You know how we do it on our side. Like and share. You get the gist now? So guys, it's gonna be an interesting I'm not seeing any reaction. It's like I will enter house. I'm not seeing reaction, so it's like I will enter house once again because I cannot spend my energy sitting. I cannot spend 1 hour of my energy and I don't get dividends. I don't get results. You go, okay, Buaka now. How many people do we have here? Now, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's up with my guys? Have you seen the topic for this afternoon show? Have you seen the topic? Did any of you see the topic for this afternoon show? Did you see the topic for this afternoon show? Intellect. Thank you for following me. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you. That's a support. That's a way of supporting your own bro. Man, what's the time now, Seth? I came out late. Normally, I usually come out in the morning. Fat Joe. Fat Joe. Do you remember that musician? Fat Joe. That big guy. I think that guy is he dead now? Or is he still alive? Oh, Big Pun. Is it Fat Joe? Big Pun. One of them. Either Big Pun or Fat Joe is, I don't know, either of the two, Big Pun or Fat Joe, one of them is dead now. Guys on YouTube. I saw Big Pun died. Yes. Frexa, Big Pun. Yes. Now those guys were great. They were marvelous back then. They were amazing. That guy, that Big Pun. Now the guy, he was talented. I think he was the person that sang "Don't Wanna Be a Player No More." Do you remember that music? Don't want to be a player no more. I think he made collabo with yes, don't want to be a player. Now that guy was too talented. He made a collabo with Jennifer Lopez. Was it him or was it Fat Joe? I think that was Big Pun and Jennifer Lopez. Man, that was the good old days. So guys, this morning, I told you guys, I came out for an hour. I want to spend, but if it depends on my mood, we may spend more than an hour. Guys, as you watch me on YouTube, make some noise. I want to know that human beings are watching me, not robots. Say hello or like the program. Just do one thing or the other. For me to know that human beings are watching me. You get the gist now. Bobley, I see you. So does it mean that nobody is on YouTube watching me? So what's going on? Man, okay. Money bag, I see you. What's going? So nobody on YouTube want to say hello to me. Nah, I don't get. I don't understand it. You don't want to say hello, fellas. Good. Yes, now. Angela Cepeda or Kepeda. What's the right word? How's Strong thank you. This is too much, yo. DKK, this is too much. Strong that is 100 there. That is too much. Hey! I salute you. Strong that's 100 there. Too much. You are too much. Pamela Fontanella. So, Stromina, I appreciate you once again. Thank you so much. That's how G's do things. You don't need to make theater. Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. No be is only, no be short. That's a G right there. So guys, now, this morning the topic is, I will not be distracted because of what Strong Men did. I still got to, anchor my program, say it as it is. Now let me tell you, how many were over 100 on TikTok? If you are seeing me for the first time, don't forget to follow my page. That's how we do it here. So guys, the topic is say no. Learn to say no. This is going to be an interesting topic. Akinola Abiodun Remedy. Good day to you. Akinola, you are speaking Dutch. Akinola, you live in Poland, but you wrote in Dutch. You wrote German language. So guys, now, Bonaventure Steven, good day to you. I see you big time. I appreciate you big time. Bonaventure Steven, I appreciate you. Now, big time. Thanks a lot. This morning, you know how we do it. I say it the way it is. I've got a lot of guys on YouTube showing me love, but I'm still going to say the truth. And that is why I came out here. Now listen. I know there are so many women watching me. And I've got stories to tell you, but I want to start with women. Yes, if you are a woman, join this program. Are you listening to me? Okay. See, the topic is learn to say no. Many people, both men and women, do not know how to say no when somebody else make a request from them. Not only making a request, when somebody gives them something. Women, now listen to me attentively. See, so many women were used because they did not say no when they were given money or given a gift. Listen attentively. Don't rush me. Are you listening? So many women were used. Some even got pregnant Some even have unwanted babies because they did not know how to say no. There are so many people. Listen attentively. Jonah Meda, good morning to you. I appreciate you. There are so many people. Listen attentively. There are so many people, women. If a man is, I want to be real, I want to say it the way it is. If a man is chasing you, let's say a man admires you, and you've been rejecting, that is avoiding the man, and this man has been coming after you for long now. If the man found out you are hard to get, many men do this. The next is to woe you with gifts, money. They start by sending you gifts. And you see many women, plenty women, fall for it. Many women fall for this trick. That is, let me use myself for example. If I like a woman and I want to go to bed with a woman, for instance, listen attentively so that you will learn. If I've got the resources, maybe the woman does not like me. If I see you and I like you and you don't like me, and I've got the money to make you, see, I told you guys, money is powerful. Money rules the world. Osayi Obaruese, I see you. Now, if I am chasing a woman and the woman has been avoiding me, say the woman thinks she's hard to get or acts as if she is hard to get. If I've got the resources, sometimes I may not even get the resources. I start by being fake. That is, I hype myself. Number one. Not only that, some men will start by sending you data, credit on your phone. They buy data and send to you 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, 50,000. So when they send you data or they take you out and they spoil you with money, you see, as time goes on, you see the woman yield. See, some will buy you iPhones, some will buy you creams, some will buy you clothes. See, at the end of the day, the woman who has been playing hard to get will submit to the man. Listen, we submit to the man. This was somebody, you see, self-control is important in life. This was somebody who rejected, who never wanted to date the man in the first place. But when the man starts giving the woman gifts, you see at the end of the day, because of material benefits, you see, Nomsi, I see you. You see the woman yield. Let me tell you, if you eat, you must pay. If you collect, you must submit. Listen attentively. If you collect, you must submit. Are you getting my point now? In this program, I'm going to keep it real. See, as a woman, the best way to keep yourself holy is never to accept any gift from any man. Never accept any gift from any man. This is why I titled this program, Say No. Learn to say no, no matter how enticing that gift might be. Listen. Learn to say no, no matter even if they dash you a car, even if they gift you a car. Because some people will give you gifts that you will find difficult to reject, to refuse. They will give you a gift. They know sometimes you place yourself as a high-class babe. Like your talk, nobody they agree talk. Yes, if I discover that you are playing a high chic, that is you are hard to get, I will give you that gift that will entice you. Some men, just because they want to go to bed with you, they will even gift you what you will never say no to, reject. Now, I'm making this video. See, the moment you collect a gift from somebody, that person that gifted you that thing, that person has bribed your soul, has bribed your spirit. See, let me tell you, whenever somebody gifts you something, when somebody, that is why I keep saying it, it's not every gift you accept. Some gifts comes with conditions. Some gifts were meant to hold you in captivity. That is, immediately you collect that gift, immediately you collect that gift, you enter bondage. Do you understand me? Immediately you collect that gift, you enter bondage. So, as a smart woman, don't collect gifts from men, especially if that man is not your husband. If that man is not your boyfriend. Any man that is not your husband that gifts you something, don't collect it. The moment you collect as a married man, the moment you collect a gift from a woman, from a man, you as a woman, the moment you have a boyfriend, listen, you as a woman, you have a boyfriend, and you are collecting gifts from other men, 100%, there are chances that man will go to bed with you. Listen attentively. As far as you are open to gifts, you collect gifts from men. 100%, those men you collected gifts from will go to bed with you. Let's go further. Let me tell you a story of one woman here. This woman lives here. You know, when we run videos, we don't call names. You should learn how to say no to certain things in life, especially, okay, there are so many, even this program, it might be long. There is a man I know here in Vienna. This is a true life story. But you know, we don't mention names because you don't know who is watching. There is a man I know here. This program is to teach both men and women lessons. There is a man I know here. This man came here early 90s. As time progressed, this man got citizenship. Went to Africa to get a wife, to marry a wife. This man married a very beautiful young woman. I don't mention names. If you see the man's wife, if you see this girl, very beautiful and young, are you listening to me? Now, I'm not going to tell you the kind of business the man was into. I'm not going to mention the man's business. I'm not going to mention what the man did for a living, because there are some aspect of this program I'm going to code. Now listen. Now, this man had a business, and the wife was the person always in the office. This man has a business. I don't need to mention the man's, you understand me? And the wife, the wife was always there to assist the husband. Listen to this gist so that you can learn. The man was, I don't need to mention the kind of business the man, because of, for privacy reasons. I don't want to, expose a lot. So, back then, in the 90s, many guys were running the streets. Many guys ran the streets in the 90s. And these guys that ran the streets in the 90s, they all had money. Many of them had money. Listen to this gist. This man then, he was, let me tell you, I don't need to tell the business because because if I say the business, a lot of people will know the man I'm talking about. So I don't need to mention the man's business. And his business then was business black people patronized, African people patronized. So guess what? As the man's wife was the person that stayed in the office most of the time. All these guys that were running the streets began to give the woman money. Story go plenty this morning. Now share this story go plenty. Now this gist, the gist go too long this morning. Gist go long. Share this broadcast. So the man, and his wife was staying in the same shop, in the same office. But most times the man was, the man went away to run, to get goods, I don't need to mention. Okay, let me say it. To get cars. The man was into car business. Let me say it like that. To go, source for cars, he was into car business. To ship cars and to ship cars to Africa, things like that. So most of the guys went to the man's, park to go. If they buy car, the man will ship it for them. And then the man's wife was also there in the shop. Now listen to what's happened. Now they hear me so? Now listen to the gist. So many young boys who were running the streets then began to give the woman money to keep for them. The wife of this guy. Listen attentively. So many guys, this is a true life story. This is for you women to learn, unless you want to be used. Listen! So many guys who were running the streets, selling powder. Guys, where they sell powder. Guys that were selling powder. See, they intentionally want to go to bed with the girl, with the lady. The lady was beautiful. So they began to give the woman money she has never seen before to keep for them. Are you listening to me? As at that time, some were giving the woman like 100,000 shilling, 150,000 shilling, 50,000 shilling to keep for them. And guess what? The husband did not know. You see it? The husband of the woman did not know. Are you listening to me? At a time, now the gist is plenty. At a time, you see, these guys began to dash the woman money. That is, if they give the woman like 150,000 shilling to keep for them, when they want to collect the money, they will take like 130,000 and leave 20,000 shilling for the woman. Are you listening to me? They started, see, some kept so much money that they were giving the woman somewhere. When we entered euro currency, some were dashing the woman like 3,000 euros dash, 4,000 euros dash. The woman accepted. At a time, because the woman saw too much money, at a time, these guys began to have relationship with the woman. Later, the husband found out. But by the time the husband found out, two of the man's children, the two children the woman gave birth to, are not his. In fact, the woman went back to Africa with pregnancy because the man wasn't responsible for the pregnancy. What the man did was, when the man discovered that the woman, everything that was going on, even the pregnant, with pregnancy, the man cunningly asked the woman to escort him to Africa. When they reached Africa, the man collected the passport, took the woman to the parents, said he wasn't marrying again. The man said he cleaned his hands. Removed his hands. Said, look, your daughter came to abroad and was. One of my homie even gisted me, said he knew the guy that was dating the woman, the guy that was giving the woman money. We are not talking small money, like 5,000 euros. When we entered Euro currency, 3,000 euros. The money the woman couldn't reject. You know what is 5,000 euros? And the woman collected. And you know what follows? See, that is why I titled this program, Learn to Say No. Learn to say no, no matter how enticing that gift might be. If you don't say no, if you accept that gift, 100% chances are you are going to, nwata na-agba suru gede, ya marakwa na suru gede wee egwu ndị mmụọ. Shey you dey hear me? Let me share my own story with you guys. Around 2000, we had a family friend. I had a family friend, a white man. White man. This white man was so kind to us. He liked gifting us things, money, material things, bags of rice. I was young. Then 2000 to now is 25 years. All these things I'm telling you are life's experiences. Now listen. This man was gifting us a lot of things. Even he melded telephone for us, he went to, how do I put it now? To register telephones, paying our telephone bills. Sometimes this man would buy like a bag of rice, 25 kilos bag of rice and bring to us. He was gifting us money. I was taking it, free money, like somebody that saw money. Let me tell you what happened. See, as the man was giving me money, present. If he travels, he will bring present for me, my wife, and my children. I never had my own decision. You understand me? I couldn't decide. The man comes to my house anytime he wants, talks to me anyhow, because he was gifting me money. Each time I needed help, the man would be there to help me financially. Then I was running a business. If I ran short of the money, I would call him, Oga, please, can you help me with some money? The man will help me with some money, which I wasn't able to pay back. And then, Sometimes he will lend money from me, and I will tell him I will pay him back, and I wouldn't be able to pay the money back. Then you discover that I was owing the man. So as somebody that I was owing, I don't have much to even talk. I became like a servant to him. I couldn't even raise my voice. I became like a rat to him. Are you listening? Are you listening? Because I was always, if I needed money, I go to borrow him. He was a friend. Okay, please, do you have money? I want to go to US. I want to buy myself. I want to buy clothes and things like that. Borrow me money, I will give you back. As I borrowed money from the man, I never had even voice to even speak, even when the man was doing wrong. Whenever the man even does something I never wanted, I couldn't speak. I couldn't voice my opinion because the man was the person giving me. Do you understand what I mean? Because the man was the person giving me. I couldn't even, I never even, and you become, it's like you are caged. It's like you are in a bottle. You can't do nothing. I learned from these things. You become a subject to the person that gives you money. You become a servant to the person that gives you money, it's not, see, today, if I tell you stories, today I don't collect any gifts from people anyhow. Do you understand me? So you need to be very careful. You understand me? And learn, even that time I should have said no. No matter how the man, no, don't take, don't take. Because the moment you take that gift, you reduce your spiritual strength. You weaken your spirituality. You don't understand. This is why you see some policemen in Africa, they don't do their jobs diligently. Let me tell you. See, you may be carrying human head inside the boot. You may be carrying body parts, exhibits inside your car boot. The moment the police stops you and collects bribe from you, the police can no longer do his job diligently because already you've bribed him. As you have bribed him physically, so have you bribed him spiritually. You know if you do anything again. All that is where you hear that word, carry the go. That's how they coined that word, carry the go. Whatever you have in your boots, as far as you've given them that bribe, carry the go. Even no matter what it is, what is inside that boot, they tell you, keep going, keep driving, because you've bribed them, both physically and spiritually. This is why, that's why you see police in abroad, they are very effective or efficient. They don't take bribe. There is no bribe. If you give them bribe, they sue you to court and you get punished. That is why they are not friendly. European police are not friendly. The police I know here, they don't smile with you. They don't laugh. There is no chance to even give them bribe. You go to some offices, some places, they tell you we don't collect. Workers are not allowed to collect gifts. In some places here in Europe, even workers, you are not allowed to take, because when you collect gifts, you become weak. You start dancing to the tune of the person that gifted you something. Are you listening to me? This is what is happening in Africa among the police, because when you gift, it is like that in daily life. When somebody gifts you something, that person has bought your soul. That person, he has bribed your soul, your spirit. You can no longer do anything. This is why you see in some offices, they bribe you to carry out corrupt activities. When they bribe you, when they have bought you over, you become spiritually weak. You can no longer do anything because they have bribed you. In order to avoid these things, even you'll be doing things that are wrong. In order to avoid these things, you say no to that gift. You say no to gifts. Many women you see today they have unwanted babies because they collected gifts from men they are not supposed to collect. Longer truths. Greed for money. They gift you. They give you money, you collect. You don't know that when you've collected, as you've collected, it's not everything safe. Some gift comes with conditions. Yes, some. Okay, let me tell you. Some gift comes with conditions. So you've got to learn. Guys, as you watch me, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. So you that is watching me, no matter how poor you are, I'm not telling you need to reject every gift. But there are gifts you should know that you are not supposed to accept. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's go further. The topic for this morning program is say no. Learn to say no. See, if you plan to make everybody happy, you were not even born to make everybody happy. If your plan is to make everybody happy, that means you are sabotaging your destiny. See, we are talking about learning to say no. Okay, let me share a story with you guys. I met a dude here. The first time I saw that dude was around 1999. I saw this guy. The guy was looking so, I don't need to say it because a lot of people are watching this program. The guy wasn't looking all right. I said to myself, what kind of man is this? This man doesn't look good. He looks unkept, no flavor. So, wow. So, as at 2000, I've already opened my company. I have my company, and then I had my barber's shop. As at 2000, I've already opened my barber's shop then. Are you listening to me? One day, one of my customers brought this guy to my shop. You know, I had a lot of customers then. One of my customers brought this guy that I told you that looked very haggard to my shop. So we spent time, we discussed. I said, when the guy came with the guy, when that my customer came with the guy, I said, oh, why is this guy rolling with this man? I said, why is this man going live? I mean, why is this man rolling with this guy? When they came, listen, when the first day they came to my shop, I was having drinks in my fridge, alcohol beverages, soft drinks and the rest. You know, each time you come to my fridge, it was filled up with drinks. Now I offered them drink. I had a lot of liquor in my fridge. Now, this man, the way the man drank my alcohol that day, the first day he came to my shop, he drank my drink, the way he took my drinks as if you see something. This man finished all the beers. You know, I bought expensive beers. All the beers I bought, all the liquors I bought, the man finished everything. I thought, okay, that was the first time we had, we had fun. We gisted, we, had a very good conversation. The whole day was lively because people were drinking. So I will bring you in later. Who is that person making the request? Allow me to finish. Then I may bring you in later. So now, what's the name? The person that made the request. Let me finish my topic. I don't just, if I bring you in, I will interrupt my program. That will interrupt. When I'm done, then I can bring you in. Now listen. Another day, the guy came to my shop. I went to buy chicken leg, chicken wings, for lunch. I bought like 2 chicken legs, 2 chicken wings, and other potatoes, As I opened the food I bought, this guy entered my shop. You know our culture. I said, dude, come join me. Now the guy grabbed one chicken leg. The guy ate the chicken leg with the bones. Do you understand me? Yes, listen, don't get me wrong. I bought that 2 chicken legs and that 2 chicken wings for myself and potatoes. I did not see the guy the time I ordered for these things. But as the guy came in, I said, our culture is when somebody comes, you say, nah, come and eat. Come join me. Already, see, let me get this straight. If the guy was there, when I made the order, I would have ordered for myself and him. You know, I would have ordered for both of us. But in this case, he wasn't present when I made the order. I never knew somebody was coming to my shop. So I ordered for 2 chicken legs, 2 chicken wings, and potatoes. Guess what? As I opened my food to eat, the guy entered. I said, nah, come join me. The guy collected 1 chicken leg. I'm not, what is it called? The guy collected the chicken leg, ate the whole meat there, and even chewed the bone. The guy chewed the bone. He ate the bone of the chicken. I had swallowed it. Now I was shocked. This is no drama. The guy ate, even chewed the bone. I've never seen something like the guy ate the bone. The guy swallowed it, grabbed the nuts. The guy grabbed the next. Nah. To be honest, I became angry. I was boiling. The next thing, the guy grabbed the other chicken. What's it? The chicken wing. Grabbed the chicken wing. Began to eat the chicken wing. After eating the chicken wing, the guy started eating the potatoes. Nah, I left the whole thing for him. Out of anger, you know, I didn't even show my anger. So I carry go. Do you understand me? I said, in fact, I became fed up with the whole thing. I said, oh yeah. As I said, carry go. As I left it, the guy grabbed the plate. Balanced. Finished everything that even licked the place. I said, what type of man is this? See, not a white guy, an African man. An African man. The guy, see, out of frustration, I became frustrated. Because I said to myself, I was going to order for another food. I became frustrated. I know, man, I don't pretend. Why my anger was, this guy was supposed to know that I did not see him when I made the order. He was supposed to know that I bought that food for myself. Do you understand? No, I don't pretend though. I'm saying the reality. I became frustrated. So I abandoned the food for him. Now the guy balanced. The guy collected the food, balanced, and ate the whole thing. I said, nah, this is Obodo Yibo, you know. I said, this is Obodo Yibo. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, after a while, the guy came to me, to my shop. He saw electric cooker in my shop. The guy saw electric cooker in my shop. He said he got himself a new apartment. He wanted to use that electric cooker to cook for some days before he gets his own gas cooker or whatever. So I said, okay, how much was the electric cooker then? You know, I gave him the electric cooker. He said he will return it after a few days. That was the last time I saw that electric cooker. I say, big boy, you know, I'm somebody, you know, I don't like, I say, how much then was it, electric cooker then? I just forgot it. The guy did not bother to return that electric. The same guy, he did not bother to return that electric cooker. Listen, told you guys I had a shop. So sometimes in the afternoon like this, during the day, you see me. The guy will come. He said, now waiting there. It's like, no boy, he was hungry. As an old school, I will order for food for both of us. Sometimes he said he would tell me he want to eat chicken, full chicken. I will give him money to go buy full chicken to eat. Listen, many times he would tell me, boy, that he was hungry, I should borrow him money. Sometimes I borrowed him like 20 euros, 30 euros, 10 euros, 5, uncountable number of times. Listen, all this while, for all these years, I have never benefited one thing from this guy. All along, I have been the one that gave to him money, food, everything I've been given. Listen, I want to use this thing to teach you a lesson. Listen, just don't be in a rush. Now listen. Fast forward some years later, this guy still looked frustrated. He was still frustrated. Can hardly buy himself food, can hardly change his clothes. Nothing was going on for him. I don't want to go into details so that some people wouldn't know the person I'm talking about. One day, the guy came to my shop and was so frustrated. He said he talked about unaliving himself. I said, dude, what's up with you? The guy now told me he has wife and children in Africa. I said, why are you suffering? Bring your wife and children here. You'll be getting child benefits, children benefits, and things like that. Social help. He said, really? I said, you should know now. You will get a lot of financial benefits if you bring your wife and children. He said, really? I said, do it. I'm the person telling you. The guy was drinking a very big wine. Then that wine is called Muscatel or whatever. He was, if you see how it was, it's in that, because I was tired of the guy coming to my shop to tell me about his problems, sufferings, and everything. And most of the time, if he comes, I will give him 10 euros to go buy food, 20 euros to go buy food, and things like that. Sometimes, let me tell you, there was a day I went, then there was a company in 11th district that we usually, if you have a company, you understand me, if you have a company, you can go to that place to go and buy. It's called Metro. Metro is the name of the company. Now I remember. The company's name is Metro. If you have a firma, if you have a company, you can go to Metro and buy things cheap. I love cashews. I don't know, you see me. Since childhood, I always love cashews and granules. So I went to this Metro to buy myself cashews. I bought plenty cashews. I love eating cashews a lot. Now listen. So I got to then I was selling hip hop shop. I drove because then I was using convertible, convertible. That's the car I was using there was convertible. So I went to Metro to buy cashews and granules. Majestically managed. So they have it in the United Kingdom. Metro, yes. This Metro, only people who owned companies can buy things there. So you have a card. If you go there with your card, you can buy things. Okay, good, you know it. I just like keeping it real. So now I went to this Metro. I cruised, I had my convertible car. So I went to this thing, bought myself cashews. Came back. And that cashew was very expensive. Now, as I entered my shop, opened my shop, I just opened my cashew to eat. And the guy entered. I bought the cashews, I bought other fast food to go with it, and some soft saft. soft drink to go with it. As I opened this cashew and the food, this guy came in. The guy became a problem. He has never said no to food. This guy came in. As he came in, he saw me. I said, boy, nah, see cashew. Instead of the guy to take small portion of cashew, now the guy grabbed the cashew. Whether things are happening, some people don't have self-respect or discipline. The guy carried the cashew. If you see the hand, the full hand was up. Now, I was just looking at the whole event. The guy carried the... I thought that was it. No. I dropped... Now, some things are spiritual. It's not a joke. Now, I dropped the cashew on the table. This guy carried the cashew on his own hand. The cashew I bought for myself. Don't forget. I went to Metro to buy the cashew. Now, this guy carried the cashew. Now, on his hand. Forgot that I was it. Now, things are happening. Now, I put hand for jaw. They look the guy. I carry hand for jaw. I was just looking at the guy. Now, the guy never cared. He faced the cashews and finished it. He faced the cashews and finished it. Ate everything. I began. Now, it's not everybody you draw close to you. This story is coming. I wanted to do like guys. I've been there. So sometimes I would invite him to our house. Now, if you invite the guy to our house, if you are cooking food, he will wait till the food is ready. After eating the food, he will go. One day I cooked stockfish. Anybody that wants to hear this, you can hear this so that you learn from this. One day I cooked stock. You know when you cook stockfish, the smell, people around will know that you cooked stockfish. If you cook stockfish. As the guy came, the guy knew we cooked stockfish. Obono soup, they know this, the scent of the soup was smelling, in the atmosphere. Everybody knew that we cooked stockfish. This guy came, he refused to go. I said, I've known this guy because this guy is, if I bring out food now, this guy will finish the food. So I gave my wife a sign. I said, Nne, don't bring, my wife already know. I said, Nne, don't bring this. Already, I said, Nne, don't bring out any food. I gave her a sign. 1 hour, this guy refused to go. 2 hours, this guy refused to go. I said, this stockfish, because I know it's not somebody that if you bring out food, he will taste it and remove hand. This one will finish the food. This is no joke. So look at what happened. Nah. As the guy waited, we sat down. I knew why he was waiting. The guy waited. No food came. My wife knew what's up because my wife knew what was going on. My wife knew how the guy always come and he will not even eat gently. He will carry the whole plate. Africa diaspora, I say you blame me, my wife. I like stockfish, After waiting for like 2-3 hours, now that day, I stood my ground. I said, I wasn't bringing any food. I told my wife, don't bring any food because I know what will become of that food that day. I stood my ground. I said, no food is coming out that day. This guy, after waiting, he became frustrated. He said he was going. I said, hallelujah. Oga, carry yourself, they go. I said, hallelujah. Now listen. This guy went. He went outside. Entered the lift. Went. After like 10-15 minutes, the guy came back. Pressed. I opened the door. It was him. Already then my wife has, because I've not eaten, my wife My wife already had served, brought out the food. The obono soup with oporoko and the swallow. The guy pressed. After 15 minutes, the guy came back. Already, I carry hand for head. Okere, she the better Sunday. Okere, she the better. How you doing? Man, after like 15 minutes, my wife, we already, like, I've already swallowed the first, second morsel. My doorbell rang. I opened the door. It was this guy. He said, "Now, did he forget something?" Seafood. The food my wife brought on the dining table. Everything was there. I said, "Boy, you forgot something." He said he didn't know if he forgot his telephone. I said, "Now come eat." I shamefully, this is our culture, kind of. I said, "Boy, come and join us." So, Okore, she the Sunday, I appreciate you. I said, "Come join us." Guys, guess what? This guy washed his hand. The guy began to eat. Normally, the guy was supposed to know that we did not want him to eat the food. The guy washed his hand, began to eat. If you see the verse, if you see how angry... No, I'm not going to tell you that. Don't pretend. I was so upset. Me, I love to respect myself. I love respecting myself. Nah, the guy, I shamefully told my wife to bring more stockfish. As I brought out this stockfish, now this guy, if you see, the guy, I don't know what he has in his mouth. Maybe the teeth is made of iron. The guy will chew the bones, and if you see, people there. This guy ate the food. And the guy finished. The guy moved. My wife began to fight me. My wife said, "Why did I call him?" I said, "That's the tradition." The guy just, even if you don't call him, the guy will come and join you. Even if you don't call the guy, the mood I saw him that day. Guys, even if I felt to call if I did not call the guy would have joined us by fire by force. My wife was so upset after the guy left. My wife was so upset. Now what do we do? No, there's some people don't have that. They don't have discipline. They are not gentle. My wife quarreled me for 2-3 days. Say, which kind of friend do I have? Say, which kind of people be this? If you see something, we begin to hide food for Bodoibo. You know the essence that is, when you see some people, you need to hide their food. Do you understand what I mean? There are some people, that is, we start hiding food anytime we see, now, what's up now? Because even, okay, the story plenty. So, one time, I have always been a businessman. This guy came. He said he had no money to feed himself and the children. I said, "Dude, you mean it? You know, when people talk about their children, he said he had no money to buy food for him and his children. That's when the children arrived. He said, I said, this guy again. I picked 30 euros I gave to him. 30 euros. I knew that 30 euros was gone. I wasn't getting it back. Don't forget, all these years, I have never benefited 1 cent or eaten 1 cent from the guy. This is no joke. All these years, I'm just even cutting the story short. All these years, I've never benefited anything from the guy. There are some part of the stories I omitted. I don't want to tell you. If you see something, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't think everybody that is in abroad is responsible or is mad or because things are happening. There are people, you encounter them. If you meet them, you incur loss. There are people, if you meet them in life, you only lose. They will be that is, you will tire, you will keep losing. So the guy came. One day, he said he needed money. I gave him 30 euros. Say, carry go and buy yourself something. Okay. One day, this, after like 6-7 years, this guy came to me. Listen, after like 6-7 years, this guy came to me. The guy said, there was a deal, you know. He said, dude, come. He said, we need to run something. I said, boy, are you sure? He said, yes. I said, okay. How much? The thing was about 5,000. 5,000. I said, okay. $5,000. I said, okay. I'll give you like 500 as percentage, your own costs. The guy didn't talk. I said, 500. $500 is enough now. Just because you are a middleman. Okay. So, now, I went, did the necessary. The thing entered. Everything worked fine. The guy delivered the money show. Now, this guy came. I said, boy, from this 5,000 euros, I want to give you 500. He did not do anything. Let me get the book. It was my book. See, take 500. Just because you brought the contact, take 500. The guy said I should give him 2,500 euros. I said, what? Cause he greed. He said I should, he said, if not 2,500 euros, he said he wasn't taking. He want to share the money into two and take 50%, I take 50%. I said, what? He said he needed 2,500 euros. That's 50%. Now don't forget, all along, this guy has been benefiting from me. I did not even tell you guys the stories in full details. The story I cut a lot because I don't want to. There are some part of the story I did not even tell you guys. Now the guy brought out, if you see the voice, if you see the red eye, if you see how brutal the guy was, now never you trust nobody till you have a transaction with that person. Don't call anybody your friend. Don't call somebody a friend till you have a transaction with the person. You have a business dealing with the person. That's when you know the true color of the person. That people are smiling with you, it does not mean that they are your friend. Now I saw something. Now the guy came out, so it was not a small thing. Guy, just give me 1 minute. Give me one second. So I'm here. So, guys, the guy came out. The guy say you want 2005. If you see wrecking, I said, dude, see, if you're not taking this 500, you can go to hell. If you want fight, make we fight. If you want police to show, if you want police to come, let police come. I say, anyhow, carry your crew, come my day here. I say, I'm not giving you more than this 500. You are not be you get the book. The guy, now come see wrecking. If you see the face of the guy, if you see greediness, I was shocked. Now listen, so this was the guy I have been doing good. That has been eating from me. I've been giving, that is, now I said, so for many years I've never had any kind of transaction with the guy. I listened to me. I said, so this is the guy that have been coming to my house. We're eating my everything, and we've been doing just small things. And I told him, man, that was what woke me up. I became woke. I said, so this is how life is. I said, this is just about this person wants so thing. Finish. About this person. I said, okay, what's up? Look at waiting day. Okay. Finish. People are so greedy. See, you need to be very, very careful. People are so greedy. That was what woke me up. I said, so this guy is like this. Don't just pity people because they are coming and crying for you, crying to you. Say, people are coming to cry to you. Say, hey, and you start pitying. Now, this is why sometimes I drop some kind of videos out of experience. Some people don't deserve kindness. If you see story, and even this story itself, if you were there to witness what happened, you go carry hand for head. Before I go further, let me share a story with you guys. I don't want to forget this because this gist has not even ended. This gist is still long. Let me continue. Back in the days, many years ago, somebody approached me, say, Rudy, what's up? That time, we say they marry person for book. If you bring change, they marry you. You understand me? That kind of marriage. Somebody approached me, say, Rudy, what's up? Say, there is somebody. I said, okay, how much? We agreed. I said, listen, dude, somebody brought something. Say, listen. Somebody, I said, listen. This deal you brought now, how much you want to take? This was somebody we always acted as brothers. So every time, nah, Rodi, blah, 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 we are like brothers, everything. So the guy brought the deal. He said, nah, Rodi, do this. I said, nah, I don't like involving myself. I don't like involving myself in things like this. The guy said, I should do it. No problem. I said, guy, I don't like this kind of a thing. I don't want this kind. I don't even need the money itself. The guy began to persuade me. He said, wait, what is the doku for? You need the money. I said, okay. This guy kept coming to my shop, said, Rodi, come do this. I can't say, okay. How much is going to be your cut? How much is your percentage? You need to tell me now. From this amount involved, tell me how much you want to take. The guy said, later, I should forget it when everything is done. I said, no. I don't want to mention the guy's name. I said, boy, tell me how much is your interest? How much do you want? The guy was avoiding me. I brought a drink. I called him many times. I said, boy, sit down. I said, I do not want to have any misunderstanding with you. I want us to conclude. Tell me how much is your percentage here? The guy said, money will not quarrel us now. I said, no. He said, no, money. I asked him more than 10 times. Listen, more than maybe 15 times before the main thing. I said, boy, tell me how much you want. So that if it is not okay with me, I will not involve myself. I will not do it. He said, we are brothers. We are the same thing. We have known ourselves for many years. It's not going to be a problem. Say, money cannot. Now be careful. He said, money cannot quarrel us. The guy said, money cannot quarrel us. Now, sometimes I will call him. I say, now, sure, come to my shop. Let's discuss. If the guy comes, I say, boy, this thing you want to do now, how much is your cut? He will say, nah, man, we be guy now. Why now? Money can never. I said, okay, no problem. If that is. I said, why I'm saying this is for the universe to bear me witness. I don't want problem with you. I don't want to have problem because I know how people are. If we agree now, then when the deal is done, I can give you your percentage. But if you tell me that money is not going to quarrel us, okay. Now, I said, okay, bring the person. They brought the person. Everything went well. They dropped the money. The money came. Okay, when the whole thing went, when everything went well, money came. Guy came to my shop the following day. I said, boy, well, from this 5K, 5,000, I want to give you 500 euros. The guy said, what do I mean? Hey, now things are happening. The guy said, what do I mean? I said, from this 5,000, I want to give you 500 euros. He said, am I joking with him? I said, I was shocked. I said, dude, how? But I asked you, how much do you want from this thing? Because if you had told me how much you wanted, I would, evaluate the whole thing. If I know if it is not okay with me, I wouldn't go ahead with it. I asked you more than 10, 12 times, 15 times how much you wanted. Now the guy said I should give him 1,500 euros. I said, what? The guy said I should give him 1,500 euros for my own doko. He said he's not taking anything less than 1,500 euros. Now, This was somebody we laughed together, ate together, acted as brothers. Before we transacted that deal, I called this guy. I asked him more than 15 times or 10 times, now how much is your? I said, how much is your pay? How much do you want? So that if you don't want, I don't need to do this. I don't need to marry anybody. I don't need to marry anybody. I'm not to marry anybody. Tell me how much is your court? The guy said he needed 1,500. I said, now you get the doco. Is it your document? No, first of all, I was watching the dude. I was watching the dude. God saying, he said he needed 1.5. He was coming to my shop every day, like, as if I was owing him. Now, after the thing, after the whole day, the guy, his face changed. The guy became another person altogether. Began to act as if he said, nah, he needed his money. I can't change him for him. I can't change him for the guy. See, I told him, I said, listen, before heaven and earth, I called you several times to ask you how much you wanted. If you name your price, if it wasn't okay with me, I would have withdrawn. I wouldn't go ahead with it. I called you and I begged you. You said money wasn't going to quarrel us. I said, I begged you. I called you. I said, boy, how much do you want? You said money will not quarrel us. And now, you are telling me I should give you 1,500. The guy began to act as if I was owing him. Came to my shop every time he comes to say, I need his money. I say, your money. In the first place, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. I don't want to pay anybody. I didn't want to do it. He was the person that was pressurizing me to do it. It wasn't, nah. So one day, the guy just showed up. The guy came to my shop. He said he needed his money. I said, dude, if you don't get out from my shop now, police will settle this case. I said, if you don't get out of this place now, you motherfucker. I said, if you don't get out of this place now, if you make all of us, I said, get out! Even me self, Doku Day, I don't get shaken. He has everything to lose. I said, get out! You're not getting nothing from me anymore. You don't get nothing from me. I offered you 500K, 500 euro, you refused. So you're not getting anything anymore. Go do your worst. I asked you several times, boy, tell me how much you want to take. You were dodging me. So this is what you want. Now people are greedy. People are greedy. I said, I was confident. I said, go and do your worst. If you want, he said this, he said Niger. I said, if you want us to touch Africa. I said, we touch that. I said, let me buy ticket, let's go to Africa. So that you show me your power. I said, he said, you want to threaten me with Africa? I said, let's go. I said, let's buy ticket, let's go, let's see who go on. I said, because I called you, begged you. I said, brother, how much do you want? You need to tell us, you need to tell me waiting how much you wanted. So if the money you told me you asked for wasn't okay for me, we end it. He say, Niger. I said, let's go. I said, let me buy ticket, let's go. So that you go show me your power. The guy take off. The guy take off. The guy take off. This is how human beings are. After that, we stopped talking. Some people you communicate with, some people you call friends are enemies. Until you have a transaction, you have this interaction with them, you will know that some people are shit. I say you never know till you have business. You go see, you will know. That's when you will know that some people are full of shit. That was how this guy, my relationship with him ended before he relocated to United Kingdom. Later, he got documented and relocated to. We don't talk when we see anymore. Yes, because I was right. I asked him, I said, dude. Tell me how much you want before. If the money wasn't okay, I wouldn't go. I begged him himself. Okay, let's continue with this gist. So that guy, this guy now, that was how my relationship with him ended. If he sees me on the road, we don't even talk. Now as you see me here, I move confidently because I know I did not wrong him. Do you understand me? I know for sure he was the person that even wronged me because he did not even come out open. Since a honest person will come, I need 200 or 300 or 1,000, then I conclude, I will evaluate the whole thing. If it is not okay for me, I say, man, I don't want to involve myself in these shit. Okay, let's continue. Now, you remember that food guy? You remember the food guy, the guy that I told each time you buy food, he will come and then eat the food and this thing. Fast forward many years. Every now and then, the guy would come. After that, so the guy will come and if we meet, we buy, do you have 10 euro, 20 euro? I'm always somebody who is back then, I say, what is 10 euro, 20 euro, this? After, listen, I am somebody, I respect myself. I told you guys I don't eat anyhow. And I don't eat anyhow, number one. And I don't like being a problem, a parasite, a pest to others. That's me. I don't like it. I'm not telling you that I never needed help from somebody. You know the program I ran yesterday, I told you guys, I said, listen, there are times and seasons in life. There are times, at a time you need help from some people. There is a time you are supposed to be self-sufficient. Yes. I cannot say because I have some guys here, every time I don't want to be a problem to somebody else. I don't like it. I love respecting myself. Okay. Even when I don't have food, when I don't have money, you wouldn't know. Because I am experienced. Now listen. So that food guy, each time he sees me back then, he said, nah, dude, now do you have 10 euro with you? That time I was driving taxi, always on money. I would like, bring 10 euro, give him, 10 euro, give him. After a while, I stopped seeing the guy. Yes, I stopped seeing, I said, man, this guy, for many years, all the years I've known him, I've always been the one that gave to him. He has always been in problem. Listen, all the years I've known him, he has always been in need. Every time he's in need, every time he has a problem. Guys, listen. Anybody you know that is always having problems, his problems are endless. Now avoid that person. Anybody you know, day in, year out, every year the person is in problem. Now forget. See, there are some people that you know since 1980, late 70s, 1990s. Any friend you have 40 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the same music is still playing. That is, each time you meet them, they are embodiment of problems. Every time you meet them, it is always problem. Now avoid that person. It is a pattern. It is something. It's a problem you cannot solve. Are you listening to me? Anybody you see, somebody that when you were in primary school, the person is always begging. In secondary school, he's begging. In university days, he's begging. Anywhere, anytime you see him, he's begging. He's always in problem. There is never a time he's shining. There is never a time things are good for him. I'm sharing my experience with you guys. Listen. So, after a time, I said, which kind of nuisance, which kind of parasite is this? Now, some people, I said, which kind of human being? Some people, I said, what kind of human being is this? Now, I said, now carry yourself, they go. I don't want to have such friend. Friend you will never benefit anything from. Any friend that you don't benefit anything from is a fig tree. That is a fig tree. That fig tree will never bear any fruit in your life. So, I don't need such people in my life. Listen. I continued with my life. Now, I like staying on my own. So after some time, I stopped seeing a lot of people. Fast forward some years later, a few years back, I got inbox message. I said, who was this? Inbox message. Really, what's up? I said, nah, it was the guy. The guy said, nah, how far? I said, nah, I'm okay. The guy said he needed some money from me. After chatting with him, the next day, the guy, after chatting today, we chatted today. A day or 2 days after, the guy said he needed some money from me and I should help him with some money. I said, wow. Each time the guy comes in contact with me, all what he does is to ask me for money or one thing. Then I went back memory lane. Yes, I went back memory lane. I remembered from the first day I met the guy till the day he wrote me recently that he needed money from me. Since I met him, I've never benefited, I've not eaten anything from him. I've always been the one that has been giving. He has always benefited. The story too much. I said, wow. He said I should just help him with small money. I said, wow. Okay. I said, no problem. I said, okay, guy, give me like 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay, give me like 1 week. No, that is urgent. After 1 week or 2 weeks, the guy called me. When the time came, the guy called me. If you see how he was calling me, he called me more than 8, 10 times. I did not pick the telephone. He was calling me like as if I was owing him. Calling me a day like 8 times. At that time, I said, nah, am I owing this guy? Why is he calling me like this? I'm not owing this guy. Why is this guy calling me like this? I was avoiding the call, though. I said, I don't have this man's time. I said, I don't have this. He was just calling me up and down, calling me as even in under 1 hour, he called me more than 8 times, or like as if I was owing him. Like, now, where is the money? Angrily, I picked the telephone. Yes. After calling me like, the whole thing was disturbing me because the telephone kept ringing. I just picked the telephone and said, now what's up? He said, now what of the money? He said, what of the money I said I was going to? I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Did you give me any money? And I banged the telephone. I'm not owing you. Yes. I lost my temper. I said, I don't have any money. Please, allow me to be. Leave me, I'm not owing you. What is it? I owe you nothing. The ones I gave in the past, what did it benefit me? Guess what? The guy unfriended me on Facebook. The guy unfriended me on Facebook. That was the last day I saw. Yes, he unfriended me on Facebook. I did not see him again. You see. So, it is all about what to benefit from me. That's what it is all about. If I don't have anything to offer him, that friendship ceases to be. It was all about what to benefit from me. So if I don't have anything to give him, there is no friendship. Now, you that is watching me, if there are people like that in your life, some people have a way they reason. Some will say, are you encouraging people not to help each other? I'm not. Am I discouraging people not to help others? No. There are people like this. All what they do is they want to use. Apart from that, there are people who will never do well in life. Anybody you see, from day one, from the day the person was born till adult age, nothing is going on for him. Now forget it. You can't solve that problem. Anybody you see, 40 years going, nothing. 50 years, the same story. 10 years ago, the same story. Every year, the same story. Now wash my hands. The way, what is it? Pontus washed his hand, say his hand no day. Now my hand no day. Maybe 1990, we met. You are still talking about hardship. 10 years after, you are still talking about hardship. 20 years after, you are still talking about. 30 years after, 35 years, the same old music is still playing. Now, I'm not part of it. So, bear in mind, there are people, their main aim of coming to you is to use you. Not friendship. Immediately, you've got nothing. Immediately, they stop using you. They stop gaining from you. They stop benefiting from you. That is the end of that relationship. And don't give that chance. Let me tell you, don't give that chance. If you give that chance, in fact, when next I come live, I'm going to talk about weaknesses. You being weak, you being too friendly, always available. You shouldn't be always available. If you are always available, people will use you and dump you. Yes. People go to somebody they assume, I think that's the right English, before I go begin life. People go to somebody they assume will give them. Anybody they say is a good man is now I will come back. I'll come back. And when I come back, we continue with the gist. I told you guys I want to spend an hour. I've spent 1.5 hours. So my name is Rody. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Here we wake people up. Don't see, you've got to live your life as a king. You've got to live your life as a leader. You've got to live your life as a head and not a tail. You cannot live your life as a slave or a servant. You are supposed to be the one that gives, not the one that receives. I keep saying it every day. You are not supposed to be the one to be pitied, the one that see, there are people, nobody values them. Nobody, they are worthless because of their lives. I don't want to be worthless. Wherever I go in glory. I don't go where I will put shame to myself or to the people around me. I go, what are you talking? Instead, I would disgrace myself, I carry him out. Instead, let me go hungry instead of disgracing myself. Instead, I would disgrace myself. I carry him out. Let me go hungry than to go disgrace myself because of food. That is why they say man shall not live by bread alone. When I come out, we go spiritual. Why did Jesus Christ go into the wilderness and fasted for 40 days without food? Even John the Baptist, I think John the Baptist, seemed that if he also went to the wilderness and fasted for days without food. No be so. Guys, let me end this broadcast here. Patrick Martis, yes, so some people, longer throats, greed for food. There are people they call gluttons. You know what is glutton? Glutton is somebody who has excessive appetite for food, who does not have self-control when it comes to. We are going to talk about it. So guys, I appreciate every one of you who joined us. You know how we do it. So you can watch this broadcast on my YouTube channel. I say it as it is. Yes, so yes, I say it. These stories are there for you to learn. Now so it be. So somebody said the ways. Okay. When I come back, we trash that issue. Yes. So guys, let's meet later in the evening or tomorrow. So see you in my next program.